So it's like knowledge is a gift, but the information is given, not received, like a receipt. It's unveiled in translation, like the T, like presence, but the T is presence. It is a gift, but it's and that which you receive that you understand, that you take that T, like the time of present, to understand and unfold the information within that's given. That the last several days have been so rough, and I have been attempting to do this internal, unspoken unveiling of a type of information that I have that is like a unique view. And I almost felt like speaking it at the times that I didn't understand was like a disservice to it until I could like weigh out all the factors of like what it is and how to explain it. It's just sitting here trying to find the right words that are words to describe the things that are there, that are in there, is so difficult to do. And I wish that I was able to like have that peaceful like life where I could like just sit in a garden and receive it the right way. I have that garden here today, I do, but the life that I live is not even that rough in the ways that it could be, that I am afflicted by like war and famine and death all around me, but I am, and those things are internal. Lost everything. There's not much more that I could like give up really right now about my life. And I just feel like I do that every day. That I've been waiting, and maybe that waiting is just the time that I've taken to understand the present moment as the presence. Like, why at Christmas do we deserve gifts? Like, why do you deserve a gift? You know, it's in giving, but it's in the receipt, but it's like presence. It's presents. But presents is presents, presence. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna try and like spelling bee this moment right now on top of everything else I'm trying to do. When I understand like the things that I'm going through and how to get through them, is like that ribbon that you just have to tie up sometimes and keep shut and safe. And it's not something that you can give someone else that you can understand. What I'm trying to say is like just knowing that moment, like God, like the cultivator, like, you know, Jesus was a carpenter, but he was also a fisherman. He was a baker. He was, you know, a hobo, boxcar Willie. He was everything that is, that could be, that he is everything to you and more. Like Satan, like, you know, that they're the same though. It's like the coin, it's both sides. People have lost that over time, that for some reason, the truth, to just know that, is important, because the whole thing is like that poem where he's walking on the beach, the footprints that are there. It's like there's just one set of footprints. So where were you the whole time that I was walking on the beach? like, oh, I mean, those footprints are mine. That's when I carried you. It's like, no, those footprints are mine. That's when I walked with you, behind you, in front of you, all around you. They're ours together that we choose to walk in those shoes or in our feet in the sand through time. Understanding what spirit is, the Holy Spirit, or God, Satan, or devil, or Jesus, or demons, or sins, is very, very complex. It's like, I feel like I embody that understanding everything that I do every day. And like, trying to express that to people in a way that they understand that they're like, you're mentally ill, you have schizophrenia. Sometimes depression looks like maybe a bipolar. Look, no, okay? You're not gonna do that to me and demean the things that I feel, that I know that are real. You don't understand it. That's your problem, not mine. I don't have those issues. My issue is that no one listens to me in a way that I need them to, where they just take their own thing and personalize it like I've given you that gift and you open it. What's in that box? What's in the box? Open the box. What's in it? It's nothing. It's empty. There's nothing in it. There is no box. I've given you nothing. I can't even take anything away from the things that I give because they're empty. They mean nothing. But they don't. They mean so much. And the way that people measure what is here is like unclear to me all the time, that I struggle to see or feel anything like if God were the farmer. But he's the land, he's the air, he's the water, he's the fruits. He is the grapes that give the wine, that hand them to you, that pick them, that procure them. It's like everything. And what you do with that is the separation of understanding and turning it into just like a religion and a level where people, you flock flock yourself, that you have to, because those of you on a day-to-day basis cannot handle the magnitude of what it means for channels of energy to create life, to become people, to become a vessel like the waters. You take the waters from the waters. We're made of water. We live in water. We drink water. The air is water, but it's air, but we breathe it. But if we were in the water, we would be suffocated by it. But you take a fish out of water and it suffocates in the air. And it's like, I went through this thing with words, with worship. Like a warship is a warship, like WARSHIP, a warship, like in the Navy, on the waters. It's a vessel. But to worship, WORSHIP, is like to worship if you are worshiping God. But God really does not want to be worshipped. That's an abomination to do, and you should never bomb any nation, really. God does not like that at all. And then trying to like feel like I'm the messenger here, but I am, and they always shoot that messenger, so shoot me. Bring me the guns, just be in front of me to do it. Because I'm over it already, and then it's like Joan of Arc, and I'm Joni, and it's like, we're both Jones. I hate that, because it always felt just like like a boy, like people treating me like a boy, like Johnny, and it's not Johnny, it's Joni. Then I had people ask me when I was younger if I was like a boy, and I was always like, I'm a woman. I'm a single, middle-aged woman without child right now. He's been kidnapped by the government, and that's a whole other thing that they took from me that I have nothing. And then on top of that, I like have to feel like you're treating me like I look like a little boy. I don't though, but even just the way that I sound, everything that I am is like the progression of the middle ground, and it just is. One of my first screen names when I was younger was the Empress of Sticks, except in the words it was back when we put numbers in there, and like the O was zero. Like zero is not just a number, and unlike all the others, it's full, not empty at all of all the other numbers, like a doorway that they come through. And it's like the information that I go through is not just like theological things that I've read. I've never read anything really. And especially I've never read anything like the things that I think, and the things that I say, and the way that I come to them is like some sort of, you want me to do the math, it's like, look, I'll take your tests, all right, I will surpass those, and I will give you new tests to take while I am taking that tests that even you didn't know you could make out of all those tests put together. So don't test me. I don't like it. That's making me crazy, and I'm not even anywhere near that place that I've begun to lose my mind. So if you think you're going to break it down over time, you are mistaken, okay? Because I cannot be broken that way. I'll just get stronger every day. And I have. And it's perplexing me too. It's a little disturbing, actually, sometimes. Just to be able to go through and then express it still so flawlessly at times when it should just break me completely. It's like knowing those channels of energy that come from light, from sound, from smell, from numbers, how to number them. Like if we live in a simulation, the simulation that we live in, it was crazy because I went back to it. It's like Elon killed Twitter and made it Dungeons and Dragons, Google, or I'm not really sure what he did. It's like we need to make a Snapchat, but it's not like Snapchat. It's Snapchat. It's like reverse calculating Snapchat back from TikTok lands, but then turning it into Snapchat. But it's Twitter, and then you just make a little Superman logo, but then that ass could be like a snake. Anyway, I like to think of inventions and things sometimes when my brain is like on such an overload mode that all of the like things are firing off all at once. And it's like drawing together truths and then thinking of things to do to like get through it, and then inventions that would be funny, and they're just things to say to make the things that I'm going through funny, and then still just being able to like hold it together to try and translate to everybody that it's like, this is not schizophrenia, okay? Yeah, I could totally sit on the corner in my tinfoil hat that I'm not gonna have, because really I'm not crazy. But to be able to feel like I can channel those things that seem like aliens even through, and explain it in a way like I'm doing right now today, I could do it with everything. I have come to this oneness, this consensus like moment. And in all the things that I've been trying to like express, it's like this is the point. It's like if you go back to like the way that reality was created, even it was like in binary, like a black hole and a sun, and then it's negative and positive, like I'm Empress of Sticks, like I just am. And you want to make fire, like the earth was created, all existence was created, everything in fire and water and fire and ice. Like, what does that mean? It's like you gotta rub sticks together to make fire. You could also use a magnifying glass, I guess, if you hold it very still and you were able to, facilitate that level of creation with a magnifying glass, but that would require some sort of elaboratory. And I don't think that we're actually in that kind of a laboratory today. It's more like you take those sticks and you rub them together. But that's the way the energy works. It's like negative is one stick and positive is two sticks. So you got to take that energy and rub it together to make it work. But it's like You can't just take the two sticks that is the positive and rub them